Previously on Saving Throw. Chasing after a falling airship, our party went down. Way down.
You are all currently on a large elevator, which I would hope none of you think of as home, descending downward.
You know, Chris, switching the music here, you fucked up. You could have put on elevator music, and that would have been really funny.
And trudging through the abandoned lands of the missing, our heroes found the ship. Or at least what's left of it.
Nestled, well, crashed into the ground by some buildings that were either broken long ago or just got hit by a fucking plane, or both. And you see the wreckage of that tumbling airship now smashed into the ground along with some ancient farmhouse.
But that wasn't the only thing they found in the wreckage.
The monster lets out a low growl and turns, but doesn't see you quite yet. And you make no mistake about what it is.
Ooh.
It's a spawn.
Oh, God. Fuck.
Oh, right, and this happened too.
Yo! Y'all want a snake or a bear?
So what you have to understand is it's because of so many experiences women have had with men that is why they choose the bear rather than the snake. It's not saying the bear is less dangerous, but it's an understanding of their interactions with the snake.
Now we dig a little deeper into what's happening in Saving Throw at the edge of the world.
And with that, the dust settles in the more little into smog, and with that the farm goes from that crash and clatter of combat to a soft but uneven stillness. Wynn, I see you've moved yourself into the area of the airship.
I want to be on top of it.
Okay.
On the deck.
The dwindling fires of the burning airship still softly crackle, and Wynn, as you even move around a little bit, the wood creaks and like loudly, whinges and threatens to buckle beneath your weight.
Nice.
And here we are, in a destroyed and long since abandoned farming outpost with a burning wreckage of a ship, a barely alive tiefling man, and the still dwindling and still smoking residue, I guess is the best way to describe it, of that leftover spawn.
Chris, I have a quick question.
I have a slow answer.
Would the rest of us know at this point that it was spawn and not just a normal thing?
Oh yeah. They're like unique.
Like, only a couple people did checks. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say even if we didn't do it in the role play, I definitely would have been like, hey, these are fucking spawn.
They also look like the thing that was frozen in the ice in Strainmar, which also would probably help.
Yeah.
They're made of that same nothing.
Yeah,
that same goo.
Void matter, whatever the hell.
All right.
Maybe.
I would like to chat with our tiefling friend in the building.
I don't think
I would check the ship before.
Yeah, I'm gonna see
burns.
Yeah, I'm actually also going to check and see if there's anything left salvageable on this ship, any sign of insignia, any paperwork or documents. I'm going to go thoroughly search this thing now that I feel like the danger's past.
I don't think he's in any condition to talk to at the current moment.
So I did one of those things where I made like a chart here instead of drilling regular investigation checks. So everyone who's searching the airship, roll me a D10. I'll tell you what happens.
It's a boat of the sky.
I think I'm definitely searching the airship.
As far as flavor thing goes, airships in this world are typically also boats. They are designed that if they need to drop, they can, and they can become a boat. Because the crystals that charge them often do run out. They need to be recharged.
I got a 7.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Ooh, I got a 0.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
In case of this, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And I rolled a 10.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's such a good one for Ash to get. Chiron, you ran back inside of the house, correct?
Yep.
And then, Jennifer, are you rolling?
I was gonna go inside the house too.
Great.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's start with Alistair. Let's start with Wynn. Wynn, you're already on the ship, so this works out the best. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here, because it's more fun if it's this way. You go to inspect the thing that I guess you would understand the most, even if an airship versus a regular ship, the helm, the wheel,
Nice.
and the basic steering mechanisms. And they're a bit more complicated for an airship than they are for a boat. There's that whole Z-axis you gotta worry about. It really gets you where you don't want it to. And as you go to inspect them, hey, this thing fucking crashed. But
It did.
investigation roll.
Oh. Not good. 4.
They're in bad condition from crashing, but it doesn't look like they're anything out of the ordinary. It doesn't look like, they exploded and needed to be like repaired or anything like that. They just look like controls. Allison.
Okay.
You move your way through the wreckage of the airship, and it creaks and sort of like, threatens to collapse beneath you, so you move rather quickly. And you enter what appears to be either the captain's quarters or some sort of like control center of the overall ship.
Okay.
And it's fucked in here. It's particularly bad in here. This is the bottom of the ship. This hit the ground first.
I'll do it.
But you make your way over to what appears to be probably the remnants of a desk or some sort of table or something. And you sift around in a pile of trashed papers, basically. Investigation roll.
Okay. 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. Sifting through the papers, you find most of them to be pretty generic. A lot of it is old. A lot of it is like dated information. This clearly would have been like some sort of ship registrar tracking the various different paths and stuff like that. And a lot of it is also that. A lot of it is flight information. Like, here's like here's like the distance your ship can make it without running out of juice, effectively. But in this, you also find a ledger, a like well-bound and well-kept ledger. And in this is a shortened but very exact version of what I would in the real world would be called a flight manifest. It is simply put information about each trip, the dates attached to it, and then the inventory being hauled.
Okay.
It is also during this, like looking through this, that it becomes very clear this vessel was simply that. It was a inventory hauling vessel. It moved items, and particularly items and not people, like stuff, cargo, from point A to point B. And from most of what you can tell, it typically starts and ends trips in Atalmar, and then will go to and from various places in returning to Atalmar.
Sorry, what city?
Atalmar, Atalmar.
Thank you. Okay.
You would know Atalmar as the place that Sahio, who we met in the last arc, is from.
Okay, great.
The Shamari rule over Atalmar. They're the dukes and duchesses of Atalmar. Ash.
Yes.
Knowing how airships work and knowing your proclivity for information and happening to roll a 10, you go to investigate the crystal. The airships in this universe are all kept aloft by crystals. They are much bigger than your garden variety, but still not city size. And they are charged by being close to a large crystal. So, for example, you would burn it out, and then when you got back to Rotmar, it would slowly refill, and then you could fly again. You go to investigate that, knowing that that's what keeps these kind of things aloft. And can I have an Arcana check?
Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Total 24, I believe.
While the crystal has obviously failed in some variety, the ship stopped flying. It's fine. It's completely fine even. It's not even that damaged from the crash. You'd argue that it's in good condition. And it still has plenty of magical energy left flowing through it. It should have been able to keep this thing aloft, but clearly didn't.
I mean, there's fucking evil god shit on the ship. I'm not that fucking surprised.
The three of you all give me an investigation check. Who else you like?
Okay.
All of us?
Yeah, and whoever rolls the best is going to get to hear about it.
11.
I also got an 11. 7 plus 4.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
And I'm gonna say sort of like leaving where the crystal was, which would be like, you know, up near the top deck, but not quite on the top deck for like cover purposes. You're sort of moving back into that cracked middle that we saw in the battle map, and you notice cages, which we would have heard the injured tiefling man mention something about the cages in his muttering tone earlier. And there are cages here, and very thick, wrought metal cages with only like a tiny little viewport in the front to actually see into. But other than that, you would consider them just a big black metal box. And they are all busted the fuck open.
Well,
So a bunch of busted open cages.
play stupid
4
games,
exactly.
win stupid prizes.
Well, hey, at least we don't know there's at least where we can feel safe there's nothing else running around.
There's not other cages, right, that aren't busted out of?
So, I'll just say it. So yeah, there's only 4 cages, and from what you can tell, and you have the shipping manifest in your hand,
Say, is my manifest
no
corroborate
other
this?
cargo.
Okay.
4 boxes for this whole airship.
And it just lists them as like 4 boxes. It's not like
It
spawn.
says four cages, and then next to that it is written exotic animals do not interact.
Fuck off. That's good. Okay, and there's nothing in the manifest that says what company was this ship was affiliated with or anything like that.
I think it's Smith and Griffin. Let me just double check my notes. Yeah, this is a Smith and Griffin transport cargo ship.
Griffin.
Which is like that is like they are a shipping magnate. They're a huge company. In the description for Mr. Business, like a little mimic coin that Jennifer has,
Yeah.
It explains that Smith and Griffin makes the standardized sizing for treasure chests.
That's really good.
So you have a small, medium, or large.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, barring anything else, I imagine the 3 of us go back to check on the person.
Yes, and,
yeah.
and while you're doing that, and just because you asked a good question, one more investigation check, please, Alistair.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's another 18 plus 4, 22.
As you're flipping through it and looking through the shipping manifest, you notice that the dates don't necessarily make sense. At least the last date. Looking at
No.
this exact cruise, this exact voyage they took, and the one that directly precedes it, they're listed for the same day. But this one is almost like put on top of that one, as if it superseded it. And the cargo is the same. 4 exotic animals do not interact, but the route is different.
Okay.
This one advises them to sail directly to Adelmar, whereas the other had them stop at a different point along the way and then sail to Adelmar.
And the date is today.
Both dates are today.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh.
Sorry, both dates are yesterday. They started sailing yesterday.
So
but that's not
the one that's going to Adelmar is listed first, or the one that's stopping before Adelmar?
both of them end their voyage in Adelmar. The only difference is that this one doesn't have a stop. It's a straight shot. Whereas the other one had like a stop and rest point, it looks like.
Okay. And do I know where that stop and rest point is?
Yes, it is a city named no, it's Danavale, but it's spelled like that. So I was just gonna
Danavale, okay.
I'm not gonna make a roll history check. It's named after Danat Shamari. It's in the same it's in Vega, the same region as Adelmar.
Gotcha.
That makes sense from you as a history person. Like that's a perfect stopping point if you were to say this is halfway between the voyage.
Gotcha. Interesting. And there wasn't like they're not picking anything up along the way. It's just, hey, maybe they stopped at Danavale, maybe not, but they were going to Adelmar either way.
Correct. Both trips end in Adelmar. The only difference is this one does not have a stop,
Okay.
which would of course decrease the total trip time.
Other question, and I don't know if I'm geographically inclined, based on where we are, would my brain be like, they did stop or they didn't stop?
They didn't stop.
Okay. I will convey that with the rest of the party. I mean,
Yeah.
Little meta since I'm not there. Did we have a starting point from what Alistar looked at? We got the ending point.
You get the map layout up. I can just point it to us.
Oh, sure. Here we go.
On Kofal, in the green area.
Yes.
The capital, that's Grey Taunt in the very center. And then to the west of that, that's that dot on the coast.
That's Danaville.
That's Shiverport. That's where they started sailing.
Okay.
And then that capital dot in Vega is Adelmar. And they were supposed to stop on the way.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So instead of going around the missing, they went over the missing, basically.
I'm going to say that we all reconvene in the lodge to discuss this. Yes, Denver, exactly that. The original flight path would not have brought them over the missing and would not have brought them over Jung's Holler.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, that manifest answered the questions I was going to ask the tiefling, so.
Because I don't think the tiefling can talk right now.
You could try to rouse him. He is, he's stable.
I was gonna say, well, Chiron, how is he doing? Because looking at the sun, we don't have all day, quite literally.
I would say it's mid-afternoon currently after all the fighting.
Okay.
I know the fighting takes only like a minute in D&D parlance because so I like to stress
Shall
that.
we investigate and all that stuff too?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he can walk in his current state of things.
Well, it's fine. I can carry him. Can he talk?
I don't think so. We can.
Can he talk?
But I think it's better that he sleeps for a little bit. He took a massive blow. He was near death.
Medicine check, Chiron. I'll give you information based on that.
14.
You could wake him up feasibly and talk to him, albeit you wouldn't measure for long. And you can transport him, but you would have to move slow and careful. Like you can transport him with relative safety, like not worrying about reopening wounds, but you have to move slow and careful. If you move quickly, you'll probably reopen his wounds, or you could stay here and rest.
I'd love to stay here, but there was some shit going on when we left.
If we think there's even a chance of being able to safely move him, I think we need to.
So the whole
Fulfilla chimes in on that. And I think if we start moving now, we might be able to make it up before they stop the lift for the day. I mean, hopefully they'll just set it down even at nighttime, but it's not really protocol.
I also had, we almost didn't come down because we wanted to stay in the village. I think we should be down here as little as possible.
Coughing sound to look at Fulfilla and look back at Wynn, just to kind of hopefully mentally be like, we don't know who wrote that letter to us, but
we know it wasn't about Fulfilla.
We do know that for meta reasons.
Okay, shit, you're right.
Pronouns.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
However, I will also mention we don't necessarily know that Fulfilla didn't write the letter in the first place.
True.
Yeah, we just know the letter wasn't about.
Although they did deny sending any message via callstone.
Okay.
Also, I feel like if they sent the message, they have us down here alone. They would probably use now as an opportunity to fess up.
You're using very good logic.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's start moving.
Let's start moving.
And address that when we can. If the lift is still even there, if the person is still up there, they might have made sure the lift doesn't come back down.
What if the town's not even there?
If the lift's not operational, there was, the ruins of a town at the bottom. We can stay there for the night.
Yeah, and people do stay there if they have to, as Fulfilla mentioned.
Yeah. In terms of moving, I can move really fast, but you might want to put the injured guy on the polar bear.
Oh, sure.
How long does the polar bear last?
An hour.
And it's about an hour walk back.
Okay.
I'll give you the fucking 20 minutes.
Sure. Great.
I'm sure he's not going to be too picky.
Can I have a...
And his name is Moon, so Ursa, very close, star shapes and all that jazz.
Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
While you're looking through the shipping manifest, Alistair,
Yeah.
it does list the pilot's name as KJ Star. Shout out to patron KJ Star.
Hey.
Which is why I was laughing so hard earlier when you said it gave him the nickname Moon, because his last name is Star.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty funny.
It's
Pretty funny.
just incredible, honestly.
Great. Yeah, let's fucking start moving.
Load them up on the bear. Let's go.
Can I have what did we roll for a crafting check last time, Junver? Do you remember? Was it sleight of hand with advantage or?
I think it depends on the type of crafting, but yeah, it might have been sleight of hand.
Let's do sleight of hand with proficiency. I want to do a bit.
For who?
You.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You're making a harness for the bear for this person?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, nice.
I have advantage, actually. One sec.
You can have advantage if you want. I don't really care. This is for a joke roll.
Well, this is going to be very.
I think I get it with one of my runes, actually. I do, yeah. I have advantage on it.
Nice.
I'm not good at it, but I have advantage on it.
Well, surely you won't roll low.
So
twice.
two fives twice coming, right?
Well, got a nat 20. All right.
Whoa,
Okay.
what?
You using the most classic adventurer tools, shields, and 40 feet of hempen rope. You jury rig a makeshift bear stretcher to put on the back of the bear, and then put Mr. Star here onto the back of the bear so you can transit. And did you spend 15 minutes doing it? You guys could have been walking. Yeah, but shut up though. It works.
Yeah.
I figure that'll let us get home a little bit faster at least.
He's so secure, we can walk a little faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Exactly.
you're setting up your bear thing. Fulfilla is rapidly sketching a little bit more detailed map of this area, and hold on, okay, give me a second, I'll be right there. Yeah, and you go yank him to come on. And you begin to move now, retracing your path through the wilderness of the missing. Now a bit heavier in your travel after the fighting, and now with an extra person in tow. And the light of the sun begins to dim now as it lowers across the sky, and all around you, the forest makes noise. The sound of rustling trees and bushes, the distant sound of animals, and that hollow wind sound once again rolling through the deep chasm that makes up the missing. Can I have a perception check from Wynn and Ash? Let's go, Ash.
11.
Ooh.
Can the bear make a perception check?
No.
Oh,
That's only a 7.
The bear is busy making
the bear
sure
has
that the guy
advantage.
doesn't-
7-11.
But he has advantage on perception. That relies on spell.
He's busy making sure the tiefling doesn't fall off his back.
Okay.
You ever seen a bear juggle? With an 11, the best I can give you is that when you notice that now the forest is making more noise than it had when you were walking out originally. In particular, more of that natural noise, animals and stuff moving around. And in the very, very far distance somewhere, you hear something large moving. Something too large to possibly be people.
Yeah.
If it's an animal, I have a plan.
Can I?
Yeah,
Depending on how long this takes.
Does cross glove not work on spawn? The spawn weren't nice to us.
I mean,
One
it
of
says
my-
animal on the thing, so no.
One of my
It
new
should be-
features.
It
They're
applies
kind
to
of
all. It
animal.
applies to anything that would be considered a beast. And spawn are, literally speaking, otherworldly, but they're they're not anything. They're completely. They're nobodies. They're antithesis. They're heartless rather. They're the antithesis of a living creature.
They're antimatter.
Sort of, yeah.
And we don't know if these are animals or spawn. Depending on how long this takes, and I kind of wanted to do it earlier, but I don't know. One of my new features is from the playtest or the new D&D stuff is I always have speak with animals prepared. So if I can ritual cast that, it takes 10 minutes. I don't know if we have time for that, but I'll try to start it.
Kind of want to keep walking, if I'm being honest.
Yes. No, we can keep walking while I
can-
Yeah, I'd rather not stop the ritual cast or anything.
Yeah.
You can walk
ritual
and
cast
ritual
while
cast,
walking,
I
I'm pretty sure.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's say you start preparing that.
Okay.
And while you're walking, I'm just gonna call them KJ because I already revealed their name. KJ on the back of the bear is muttering to themselves. Who's walking with the bear? I assume John, because it's your shield.
I mean, yeah.
And win because it's my bear.
Sure, great. Perception from both of you.
Cool.
This is a close listening perception.
21.
Nice.
14 plus 7.
15 from me.
Win. They're muttering, and a lot of it is unintelligible. They're clearly sleeping or dreaming or something of the sort. But one of the things they keep mentioning is that nothing was wrong. We just kept falling. Nothing was wrong. And then the last thing you hear before they sort of like are like, you know, too like mumbly or whatever is like something was pulling us down. The same thing that they said earlier when Chiron was working with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denver.
Oh.
You guys are all now approaching back towards that little safety camp at the bottom of the elevator. And with your 15, you don't hear. You're not paying attention to what Mr. Starr is saying on the back of the polar bear. You hear something else, and it's the more loud thing ahead of you. That same big noise that Winnan pointed out a bit ago, deep away in the forest. You hear something big rustling around just around the corner, just by that like bottom town at the end of the elevator.
Okay.
Cool.
Gonna let the folks know and prepare cross full glove and my shield.
Nice.
And I'll just say with that, you guys round that last little bend underneath that same stone arch you passed earlier. And, well, there's certainly something there prowling around that town, the bottom of Jung's Holler, is a wyvern.
Fuck me.
Big fucking wyvern. And like, you know, you sort of like look out behind the arch of stones and Phil's like, no, and reels back in. She goes, he goes, what is that thing doing here? Nothing ever comes that close to the village.
Are wyverns beasts?
That was my question.
One way to find out, Daddy.
Can I talk to them?
Wow. Also,
yes.
as a quick perception.
Oh, nice.
Can we see if the fucking elevator is lowered, or if it's been pulled up for the day?
I would say that the sun is actively setting. This art's a bit too light. It wasn't cooperating with me. The elevator is up. Like as soon as you guys got off, they reeled it back up. They don't leave it at the bottom because that's dangerous.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why the bell is there, so you can call for them to.
Okay, so there's a bell.
Right,
We gotta
yeah.
wait for however many minutes it takes, and then they got.
And it takes like an hour to get to the bottom. It's
Jesus
a long ass fucking.
fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
An hour is probably too much.
Sitting there reeling this thing for an hour?
I mean, it's thousands of feet. An hour is probably much. I'm gonna say like 30 minutes.
God damn.
Okay.
It's long. It's a long.
An hour long round trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
You know what? I bet it's a shorter trip on top of a wyvern.
Which is also why they can't necessarily be doing this all day. It takes time.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so many max trips you can get in a single day.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So I asked kind of before, but one, did I finish casting Speak with Animals? Has it been 10 minutes since we heard the noise? Okay. I'm gonna try speaking to it, and I don't know if it works or not, but
I do not think.
Hello.
This is a beast. Okay.
we're not here to hurt you.
Okay. While
Doesn't
Win is doing
respond.
this, while Win is doing this, I am escorting the polar bear and the guy on it, who is a free meal, hopefully out of eye shot of this wyvern. As
So
I can.
to my question is that Win, are you revealing yourself?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Question. Can we talk as a party about a plan to maybe have Win try and talk to this thing, and maybe have Junver as a backup because he has a cool glove, and the rest of us maybe try and take the scenic route with the polar bear to get towards the elevator?
I'm trying to stealth away and try to get towards
Technically,
the elevator.
only one of us has to ring the bell.
So
Also,
this is blocking the path into that little town.
Also,
But there's like a way around.
if
it
we
would
ring the
probably take a
bell,
while, but you could probably get there.
it's gonna take 15 minutes or 30 minutes or
Yeah, I
whatever.
mean, also,
Elevator to get down
even if we
here.
got on the elevator, this thing can fly.
It's gonna kill us.
So,
Trying to get the elevator right now is not going to do us any good.
Yeah, but I want to get the guy out of sight.
That's fine. That's fine.
To give you all a bit of more fair context about how dragons and shit appear in the saving throw zone, I typically don't do intelligent dragons or shit like that. Like they're not gonna be like smog and talking to you. They are animals. They will kill you. And dragons hoard gold. Wyverns are much more in the wild sense. Yeah, they will fire breathe your ass, and they are carnivores.
Wait, before we do this plan, let me hit you with this one. Maybe I summon a major image to persuade it to go elsewhere. Distract it. Chiron, don't look at me like that. That's better than having Vin just talk to it.
I can just use the glove.
But consider, out of game, I want to attack this guy.
Fine.
I mean, even in game, man, you can say,
I'll
but
save
I
my
want to
last third level spell slot to cast Fireball. Vince's all goes bad. Cool.
I mean, okay, so Speak with the Animal doesn't give you any, like, friendliness towards him or anything, right?
No.
Correct.
What you talk
Okay, so the thing just says, oh, hi, I want to eat you. It's just going to eat you.
Yes.
You just, you just get to hear it enunciate that intention.
Precisely. Yes.
You know, it's cool. Like, maybe it's like from New Orleans and likes turtle soup a lot. So
Wow.
Oh,
Shredder.
the wyvern.
You're
The
saying you
wyvern
should have a
did.
southern accent. I'm on it.
Then I say I just use the fucking
Sorry,
glove,
Junver or David. What does the fucking glove do again? Just for us, the players. and the
Once
audience?
per day, an animal or a group of animals becomes my friend.
Oh,
Or charms.
yeah. Let's
charms,
do that. Are you
charms
kidding?
them. Actually, hang on. It is a special spell called Charm Animal that is a variant of animal friendship invented
I'm
by
pretty
Croft.
sure wyverns are not beasts, but I mean.
We established that in this world they are.
Hold on. Okay.
They are.
Okay. That
There's
does change
definitely
everything.
there's definitely
Chris established this
because
already.
like you can't
let
dominate
me-
beast or dragon.
Because as beast is not a qualification, let me put it
Yeah.
this way. Dragons are sort of like their own category.
Yes.
But they are much closer to animals in my interpretation of Dungeons and Dragons than they are an intelligent speaking thing.
Cool.
As for Woodcroft's glove work on the wyvern, that is a coin flip decision that has to be made by your character. Do you think that Croft was that good with animals?
He's a fucking hero, yeah.
He's also dead.
Well, yeah, but he didn't get killed by animals. He got killed by the fucking Skybreaker.
Prove me wrong.
All right. Junva, I say you take this one. I will have a major image ready in case.
Oh, yeah, no,
this
be ready.
doesn't work
Listen.
for you.
I may be confident. I'm not that confident. Be ready.
Reminder, the good news is I can outrun all of you. So
Also, the one most likely to survive a wyvern breath is your boy. So
That's a good point.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Okay, you know what? Are wyverns generic? Is a generic wyvern like this gonna be a fire breather? Is that a thing we'd know? I know elemental drakes are things, but is a wyvern like this gonna be? Would we be able to tell, or is that a animal question that?
Roll me an animal handling check, Ash.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna do it. That was only an 8.
Roll me an animal handling check, Chiron.
15.
Yes. Wyverns, drakes, dragons, all those, all can breathe element. It isn't necessarily fire, but like that projectile-based thing is a draconic trait across the board.
Yeah, they have breath weapons.
There's not an easy color to type.
Yeah. It's not like
readability?
Red Drake breathes fire.
No,
Green breathes
it
ice.
tends to typically be more what do you call it, environment based. Whereas, for example, if it lives near a volcano, fire would be more common.
Right.
Whereas you could assume like maybe wind or poison or even water if in like a lush location like this.
Poison would be
Third
great.
degree burns. Your
Poison would be
epidermis
fantastic.
turns to black. The cells in your
It'd be acid,
skin
but
start
whatever.
to die, and they start to melt.
Okay, this is enough planning. Junver is gonna go use the.
Look, I was going to cast protection of energy. I was going to attack protection from energy of the type if we knew what type it was, but since we don't, you don't get protection from energy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
As the fireball's flying, you're like, wait!
I'm walking out and using Croft's full glove.
You walk out like it's an old fucking western, really keeping with the theme. Like you just round the corner and you got your glove on and you do like the John, you round the corner, and as soon as you do it, like it's not even like there's not like a twig snap sound effect. It's just like you walk out and the wyvern's head whips to you as it like looks at, or perhaps even smelled you before anything else, and it immediately starts moving towards you. I will note you do have to activate conjure on the glove.
Yeah, I would like to activate the glove.
Yes, you extend. You extend.
I thought that was implied when I said I would walk out and use the glove.
I know. You extend your hand out, and like some Pocahontas type beat, wind sort of like just kind of like flows from behind you, and the stray white feathers on Croft's fall glove and like the beading around the wrist sort of like waves a bit in the wind, and you watch as that wyvern that is still approaching you slows a bit, and its eyes narrow and it breathes in deeply into its nose, and it stops, like I would say sprinting towards you, and it is now walking towards you slowly and like cautiously.
I mean, I'll just kind of stay still, hand out, keep myself low, try to look friendly. Hey, buddy, you want some chin scratches? Come here. Come here, bud.
The wyvern moves closer to you, and are you still giant, or are you just back to regular size?
Oh no, it only lasts like for 60 seconds. I'm very much normal size.
Back at regular size now. Oh my god!
You don't want to have a size off against the dragon, intimidate it with.
No, I don't. No, I really don't.
Yeah, you've been big before. You've been double big before. This thing is fucking ginormous. And like, it's like one of its fucking horns is the size of 4 of you. It's massive, and it moves towards you and stops a few feet away. I mean, in its scale, that's probably a couple inches, but with its head a few feet away from you, and it sniffs around you and sort of like moves around. It's like long neck craning as it kind of like looks around you. And then it lowers its head down a bit and moves its snout forward, and just like it breathing, you feel like the waves of wind hitting you as you realize that's clearly like an elemental level of wind and could send your ass to the fucking moon. And it places its snout nose against Croft's full glove.
Oh, I'm giving this wyvern some chin scritches.
I guess, could you even reach? It's huge, but whatever. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, you like
as close to his chin scritches as I can give the fucking wyvern.
You give it like how someone like pats a horse or whatever, and the wyvern steps back a bit and like settles and nods at you in an almost approving manner. And can I have an animal handling check?
Nice. Let's take a D4 on that.
That's not gonna be good, but you can, yeah, sure.
Come on, David.
Should I maybe give this glove to win? Maybe. Oh, you said I got a D4, Elise?
Yeah, from guidance.
That's a dirty 20, baby.
Oh.
Nice. And with a dirty 20, the wyvern settles and sits and folds its wings and kind of just chills.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now if you want to talk to animals, you can.
If I have like some day rations, does that include some like jerky? Can I feed this big boy?
Sure, yeah.
I'll try and feed the big boy some jerky, give him some treats.
Like you walk over to it and it opens its mouth a bit, and you toss a bit of jerky in, and like the mouth is so big, you're like, where did I even fucking land?
Nice.
It seems to approve.
All right.
I'm
gonna like motion to him, just like, hey, a couple of my friends are gonna come out. All right, it's okay.
Nice.
They're with me. Okay.
Yeah. It definitely like looks up at when like everyone else comes out, but it doesn't doesn't pounce. It doesn't like it doesn't grab the bear and go, ooh, yummy dinner.
Cool.
My goal is to kind of just not even make contact or eye contact with the wyvern, and hopefully try to just get to the lift where the bell would be. Try to get that going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What if we?
I'm gonna walk out. Try to show friendship with Jennifer. Maybe put a hand on his shoulder or something. Show that I'm a friend, and I'll say hello. My name is Wynn. This is my friend Jennifer. I'm sure you seem acquainted.
For
do you have
else,
a name, or what can I call you?
It does not have a concept of a name, doesn't it? It's got a fucking 5-inch dog.
That's fair.
Oh, it's an adorable dumbass.
For everyone else, you just hear like low growls in response from the giant beast as it's talking to Wynn. Wynn, for your response, when you ask for a name, it's like confused and doesn't like necessarily even know what that means. But like with the way that Speak to Animals work and translation works, its simple response to that question is no.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
As far as you can interpret tones, it doesn't seem to like you.
Okay. It's nice to meet you. I'm just trying to be friendly with it. We would like to use the elevator behind you. If that's okay. We need to get back up to town. There might be something really bad happening there.
That like the growls translate to like agreement, like yes. And then take lift, leave valley.
Cool.
That's exactly what we were planning to do. Thank you.
Like take lift, leave valley, good. Like it's like that you are doing a good thing.
Cool. Let's get the fuck out of here.
It was nice talking to you. We're gonna do exactly as you wish, and try to start walking over to the left.
Okay. Yeah. Chiron, you are beelining for the lift, and I'm gonna say you go and ring that bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. You
got it.
You do that, and it's like you gotta yank a big ass cable because it's way the fuck up there. But like you don't even roll anything. You do that, and way up. I mean, you assume that the bell rings. It doesn't travel thousands of feet as a sound, but yeah, you've done it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And minutes pass, and at no point does the lift start.
Yes.
Time to ride a dragon.
Can I go back to the dragon? And I'm assuming an hour has probably passed by now, so no more polar bear.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Go back to the dragon and say, my friend Jennifer here and I, we need to get back up to the town, and the lift isn't moving. I know you want us out too. Is there any way you could help us?
While Elise is doing this, I'm gonna point to the group, and point to the dragon, and then point it back, and then fly up there.
Goddamn wyvern. I mean, one of us technically can fly. I don't know if you can fly 5,000 feet vertical, Ash, but
I'm not a great flyer. I'd rather not attempt to fly 5,000 feet vertically.
If we get two people on the dragon, on the wyvern, I might be able to summon a flying creature to get the rest of us on us.
Elise gonna summon a flying creature, then turn into a creature herself.
I can't turn into a flying creature.
See what happens.
We're
see what happens.
Yes, wait to see what happens.
First thing, in response to the wyvern. It watches the wyvern being asked to fly you up there. It like rouses a bit and looks up at the top of the missing, and looks at it for quite a while, and it responds with more growls. But basically, village too far, village bad, no flying.
That's fair.
That's why Chris said we couldn't get everybody up there, so we can't split the party.
Good to.
I mean,
Thank you for your honesty.
Whoa. Also, for full transparency, this thing could easily fit all of you.
Oh,
No
nice.
problem.
Okay.
Horns were the size of 4 of us. That's why it's like it's not a big deal if it could
Like
take
you could all fit on its fucking head, probably. Maybe not. I don't know. It's roughly now. Something falls down the elevator shaft,
Oh,
Is it the
or
elevator?
like in front of the elevator shaft.
I was gonna say I would kill somebody if it fucking landed on them.
So it falls down the elevator shaft, albeit not necessarily quickly, and it hits the ground with a thud and it shatters. It was a pot with like a, not quite a parachute attached to it, but like a little bit of tarp, as almost to make it fall slower.
Okay.
Okay, well, I investigate what was dropped.
Yeah, investigate.
Yeah,
that
I'd love to go also see what that's about.
It's a rolled up scroll, and you know we can unroll it. Kyron can unroll it. He already has it. It has a message on it, and it says, Yenzel said no more lift today. If can, go find friends. Airship crash. Help, please. And then it has a shittily scrawled Goldwyn, but he clearly doesn't know how to spell very well.
right. That's the river giant, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Go find friends.
Is-
Airship crash.
We did that. Baldwin.
Is Mr. Starry here, like, still totally out of it?
You want to try to wake him?
Yeah, I mean, fucking Yenzel's telling us to go to the crash where this guy was basically dead. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go to wake him, and you know, you sort of shake him or like rouse him awake, and he's like, where am I?
You're in the missing. You crashed. Yeah, you're you're alive. You're fine.
What about Barton?
Well, maybe not fine, but you're gonna live.
Where's Barton? Where's Meyer?
You are unfortunately the only survivor of the crash.
His eyes like open much more at that, albeit not fully, because he's still, you know, in death. And he's, like,
In death.
and he's like trying to get up, but is, you know, physically unable to.
No, your wounds are really deep. I would not try moving if you can avoid it. I tried suturing them the best I could, but opportunities did not arise to use the best of tools. So, do it with what you can, but I would stay laying down and let the medicine course through your veins.
Persuasion check, please, Karen.
I also have one more mass healing word if I need to.
He
got
needs
some more
rest
healing
and not healing.
I got 4.
Okay.
Ouch.
He's not inspired by that. He's honestly
Can't
more
see past
confused than anything. Where's the ship? Where's the cargo?
The cargo got out, but we took care of it. Okay? Everything's all right. You're safe.
Got out? Where'd they go? What was in there?
Not nice animals. Very not nice animals.
Your cargo was carrying incredibly dangerous creatures. They are now dead creatures because, well, we didn't want to get murdered by them.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew we shouldn't have taken it. I knew we shouldn't have taken that trip. Something was wrong. It didn't make sense. It was way too much money.
Who is paying you?
I don't know. The company. I don't make those decisions.
Who did you pick the cargo up from?
Some guy. He didn't talk much. He just told us not to touch the crates, not to look at them. He was an older man. He didn't talk much. He was bald. He had he had a strange look about him. I didn't trust him, but he's just some cargo guy. They're all weird.
This might sound irrelevant, but did you happen to stop in Danavale today, or were you just taking the through route to Atalmar?
No, our flight path got changed. They told us the ship would make it. I just trusted them. I mean, we've never sailed that far, but they said the ship could handle it.
Who changed your path?
I don't know who changed it, but the client, they paid extra to switch it. They wanted it there faster.
Well, whoever wrote the letter and changed these courses' path might be the same person. That's great. Was it written down?
Go ahead.
No, it was weird. It was like they decided last minute to change it. Like it just worked out. And then we were sailing. It was fine. Everything was normal. And then we just started to drop. And I couldn't make it go up. I couldn't make it lift. Something was like pulling us.
Almost certainly the same magic that dragged us here.
Yes. I think you are correct.
Do you know a Goldwyn or a Yenzel?
He doesn't know any of those names.
Okay.
And just the note said to go to the airship crash, right?
So
The note was very hard to decipher.
yeah, I'll also tell you this: the note is not addressed like it knows who the fuck you are.
Right.
The note is like
I get that.
Yeah, like it would be dropped to anyone at the bottom.
Gotcha.
And the cliff notes are, the lift is done for the day. Which Fulfilla can confirm this is a pretty normal time for the lift to be done for the day. He was under the impression they might actually hold the lift a little longer to get us back up. But if they have no clue that it's us, he doesn't think it's necessarily weird, but he would have much preferred if they just fucking held the lift for us.
Okay, two things. One, the note could mean that we are the friends that went to investigate the airship, and they think we're just like we're
That's
some of the
true.
party.
Yeah.
Second note, Chris, is there an equivalent of Morse code in this world?
Thieves can't.
None of us know it though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fulfilla, you don't happen to be a
ringing the bell.
fucking...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, Chris.
Nothing of that measure.
Yeah.
It's a good idea though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go back home and invent that. Tell Vessel to get on that.
Not to... Fulfilla, you seem to know more about this area than either of us could because, hey, we just got here literally yesterday. Any other ideas that you could think of to get us up there before we have to wait till tomorrow morning?
Before tomorrow morning? Nothing short of that wyvern deciding to fly us up there. Which, by the way, I'd be so down for. You have no idea. The view I would get from up there, crazy.
Okay, great.
The only other way up is the cliffside, and that takes a day at least.
I say we board it up. We board up one of these houses here and just stay in the night.
Can the wyvern fly us partway up if there's a cliffside route?
So, I don't want to like talk to the wyvern all fucking day, because it's not terribly helpful to you. The wyvern is adamant about not going up there, and it refers to the village continuously as bad.
Yeah. I caught that.
I also would note that it's kind of like, this might be me thinking, way overthinking this. This wyvern lives down here that is several thousand feet above. A flying creature might not necessarily be comfortable going up that high.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Do we ever ask what the wyvern is doing hanging around the town? Because
I was gonna ask
believe
that.
why the fuck would it be here?
I was gonna ask Fafilla that if fucking giant wyverns are normal for this spot.
So
He already said no.
Yeah.
Fafilla said no earlier. He said it was strange. Monsters or creatures, I guess, don't necessarily come this close to the town. This is still very much, this is the settled, quote unquote, part of the bottom. Like, dragons don't waltz into towns regularly and go, hey, what's poppin'?
I'm gonna start giving him some chin scratches and then talk to Wynn and be like, "Hey, can you ask him why he's here?"
You touched on a good thing. To that questioning, the wyvern says, something down here not supposed to be here.
Oh.
Protecting forest.
Oh. Okay.
It says protecting forest, and then it ends with hunting.
Hunting.
Do you have any of that black goop?
No, you didn't scrape any off the ground.
Oh, yeah, do we have anything?
Fulfill it.
Are we covered in?
Did you keep
do we
your
have
map?
some on us?
Did you keep your map that got fucked up? Because I know Fulfill would.
Okay, it's a flavor thing that I said I got on the map, but I'll give it to you.
Remembering that is fucking on it,
That was good.
That's good. That's good.
Well played. Okay, yes, you produce Fulfilla's map with that residue of this is fun. The residue of the spawn on it, and Fulfilla's like, oh yeah, of course I do. And they produce the map, and that goop, that ichor, has almost eaten that map away entirely. And Phil's like, no, my map. And I'm assuming you take it from and be like, okay, give me this.
I just want Elise to translate. Like, is this take a whiff? Is this the thing that you're talking about?
You present that map and the spawn material to the wyvern, and it takes a sniff and immediately reels back and roars, and you're almost sent back a bit. And it's now up on its it only has two legs. It's a wyvern. But it's not pleased that you made it smell that.
We
Was that
killed these creatures, and did we see how many cages there were?
Four cages.
Okay.
4 monsters.
Okay.
Hey.
We killed these creatures.
Win.
They're gone.
To all of this, it's angry, instantly angered by the fact that exists, and it it sort of gets on it and its haunches, and it's kind of it's not necessarily mad at you, but it's much closer to hostile than it has ever been. Even when it first saw you, it's angry. And I'm gonna say it once again, it's speaking in broken growls, but the main point is keep it away. Keep your mess up there where it's supposed to be, and it's growling at Win.
Yeah,
or
that's fair.
whoever's holding the
I thought Jennifer was holding.
I think that was gonna be me, but
sure, then it's even growling at you.
Okay.
Keep your mess up there.
How that we would like
Sorry.
to get back up there, but
That's
we
fair.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we're shit out of luck.
I still think we should just board. We have an injured person. This man cannot move very far. I checked his legs; they're like jelly.
Yeah, I just don't know what to.
We
deal with
board
our
up the
dragon
city.
friend.
We board up the city. He's still our friend.
There are there's not tents necessarily.
Yeah.
People have set up small encampments in some of the houses that are here. This place is much more kept than where you just were in the farmhouse. It's not like it's a city anymore, but there's enough buildings that people can stay here if they need to for the night or whatever.
Chris, do I know how long the full glove lasts?
Yeah, is it 24 hours or is it until the end of the day?
Oh, it lasts until you do a hostile action against this creature.
Oh my god, permanent friend?
Fuck
Yeah.
As far as you know.
Bestie.
Okay, so
yeah, we should just chill then.
yes, we should chill in the
I
town.
do think our
nearby.
best option is to make camp here. I feel this is not ideal, and I'm very concerned with the state of the town, but I don't think we have another option.
I agree. I still have my callstone for Vessler, right?
Oh yes, sorry. I mentioned this hours ago. The last exchange you had with Vessler was saying hey,
Going down into the-
we're here. No, we're here. Did they send a message saying that we arrived? Because they claimed they did. To which, at some point in this hour or 2 hours, Vessel responds with, "Yes, they did." And then a couple of minutes later, you receive another message that says, "They said you would be staying a while."
Well, shit, dog.
Don't like that.
Yeah. I'll send
We
a
agreed
message.
to no term.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a message, not knowing if it even can reach from here, but
It can. It's an endless distance, effectively.
Okay.
It takes longer the longer you are away from that person.
Cool.
The further away, not longer.
Basically, just saying, hey, had to go into missing. Town is sus as fuck.
Might want to mention the spawn in the plane.
This can be you can send multiple messages.
Okay,
it just
great.
takes like
Yeah,
let's say because that was supposed to be earlier. So let's say round 1 is had to go into missing. Town sus as fuck.
Now
Now that we're back here at the base,
found an exterminated spawn, bringing back a survivor of an airship that was transporting them, ?
way too long of a message.
Okay, fine, killed spawn, whatever. Came back
sure.
saying, still in missing, can't get to town, send help tonight?
So you're writing this. Does anyone want to amend what he's saying before he sends it?
Talk about the divots.
I don't know about
in the
send
creature's
help.
skull. They're very interesting. They had a very nice conjecture. Mention that.
Like our teleportation was super fucked up. If someone gets super fucked up teleporting over the cliff, rest in peace.
Yeah, I also doubt they can even accurately teleport someone directly over, like, to the bottom of the missing. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sorry, I'm not telling them to send someone for us. I'm telling them to send someone to the town to make sure that we're not missing whatever the fuck's happening there. We're stuck here till the morning is what I'm conceding, but they should send someone because something's happening there, I think.
I would say help Jung's Hollow instead of send help.
Yes, sure.
Okay, cool. So you send that message as you guys are back here at the encampment, and as you're sending that message, or like maybe within a few minutes time, you receive a message from Vestler's side. Obviously, it means you must have sent it a long time ago or a while ago. It's very simple. Retreat from missing, Marin.
Oh, fuck.
It's got like the
Well,
line.
we
like,
can't
it's
really do
from
that,
Marin.
can we?
And with that, I'm gonna say that yes, you decide. Well, fuck. Okay, that's not a good thing to hear. And begin to settle into the town at the bottom of the town, the abandoned encampment at the bottom of the lift to Jung's Holler. This technically would still be referred to as Jung's Holler. It's just kind of different.
Nice. At least we got a wyvern buddy.
Jung's Holler basement floor.
I will also note that around the time. Sorry. One more thing from the wyvern. As you know, before it's
so much for wyvern buddy.
It's about to leave. It was very upset by you presenting it with that stank. And the last thing it says as it's like starting to flapping its wing and starting to get ready to go, it says, "Take your mess back up top. Always been that way."
I think
Great.
he's talking to you, Alistair.
And with that, it flaps the fuck away. And yes, the sun settles, and like when it dips behind that last bit of cliffside as you are in this pit, it becomes dark as shit down here, and it becomes also very clear why it's even more dangerous than regular nighttime down here. You can't see much at all. Even those you with dark vision have to strain your eyes to see what you would consider a regular distance in front of you. It's as dark as a cave down here.
Great.
And you all sort of settle in and board up into one of the many shitty little basically shantytown setups they have down here, and there are makeshift cots and tents and stuff like that, so it's not like difficult, and it all appears to be shareware basically, where it's like use whatever you need. And yeah,
Just a heads up, I do cast the cantrip light on our Shillelagh, turning it into a big old torch.
nice. Yeah, and I'm gonna say like if Wind puts out the last light, like you could make a little light safety zone down here.
We're gonna try and create as much light as possible, hopefully.
And it does illuminate, and it's not like there's magical darkness down here. It does illuminate, and it just kind of makes it a little spookier beyond your portal, your ball of light.
It's like,
and are we? We're settling in, and then this will be a long rest. Even though I didn't want to give you a long rest before 2 combats, you sons of bitches.
Well, you should have given us a way to get up top then.
There was
Also, shouldn't have given me like 60 damage.
it's as dark. It's as dark as that giant's anus down here. This is awful, man.
How do you know that?
Phil was like, how many times have you been in a giant? Didn't you notice the darkness over multiple occasions?
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, what?
And KJ was like, I fucking hate it here.
That just raised a whole bunch of questions.
I'm bleeding out, dads. Yes, and just so we could wrap up here. Yes, and you all settle in for the evening. Are we? I always forget our setup. But you guys are rotating sleep like usual.
Yeah, it's just kind of a super long rest now.
That's right, and I'm casting alarm somewhere.
I'm about to just say that.
Yeah,
and you damn well know I'm casting alarm out of at least some doorway into our tent.
Yeah, sure. It is a building. Like it was a house at some point for somebody. It's just fallen into disrepair. And at some point in the night, I'm gonna roll a d6 and decide who is awake, who's on shift at that point. Win.
Hi.
You are sitting, watching like you do, and you hear crash, a shatter, more precisely, glass hitting the ground.
Okay.
That it's coming from right outside, like right in like the center area of this little thing, and the bottom of the lift.
Right. I'm gonna wake up Ash.
Hello.
Wake up Ash and just bring him with me to see what this is.
Okay.
All right. That's fair. That way I can pass over my own alarm, and it won't surprise me. And then I can also still again cast a light on the shillelagh, so we have some more light.
Yeah. Have we done a long rest or not yet?
Yeah. As far as like it's in the middle of long rest, so yeah, you're fine.
Sure.
So something fell to the bottom here, and it has now spilled out by the bottom of the lift, very similar to where that other message from Galdwin had dropped. A bottle has been dropped, and something inside it was glowing, magically glowing, as you can tell now. And in that there is another rolled up message.
Fucking read it. Come on.
Yeah, read it.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna give it to Prij because he hasn't got to read one of these yet.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
They're afraid of you, but they change when you're not around. Don't take the lift. Don't let them hide. Take the cliffside, and I will meet you near the top.
Ooh. Okay.
God damn it.
And we'll find out, and we might find out who sent that message next time on Saving Throw.
I'm so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Let's do some.
That's gonna do it for this episode of Saving Throw. If you liked this, there'll be more of it in about a month. And if you liked it a lot, it's gonna be edited on YouTube very shortly. You should go ahead and throw that a comment or a like or something so I feel validated. Also, so it's good for the algorithm, but mostly the first part. You're all the best. Thank you so much for watching. Time for art.
Yeah.
Starting off art this week, Scrat Rat Man with this is my first try at digital art, so I thought I'd show it. Chris, this girl is genuinely one of my favorite villains. Has some TL for your troubles.
Oh.
Yeah. I really like it.
Hey, once TL's getting a little more screen time, it's gonna be juicy.
Gonna put TL over.
Big time, brother. She's going over, brother.
I really like the sketchy style of this. It's really cool. And the bow,
it also
the
has
bow around the shoulders.
Yeah, and the wings. Or is that supposed to be a ponytail? I think it's
Ponytail.
wings. One on both sides.
Ponytail.
Oh no, it's a quiver and a
quiver on the
ponytail.
other side.
Yeah.
That's good too, because Kittel has very long hair. Had very long hair.
Hell yeah. Ham with I'm too invested in the Chiron lore. It's so well done. I adore mysteriously angsty characters. I hope one day we'll find out just who he wishes he could summon with the bell.
Wow.
This art's so
Good.
I say this a lot. Nothing's gonna pay off more though than the Chiron lore in the long run.
Also,
We'll
like,
see.
the design for the bell is really good.
I like that a lot. I actually imagined it as like a bigger bell, like
Yeah, I
a,
think
like
like
a
a
hand
dinner
bell.
bell. Yeah,
but I
hand
love the
bell.
idea of it being this like tiny thing.
Yeah, just like the tiny skull on it. The fact that it like lets off a stinky skull mist.
It's because it's also like it's the kind of bell you'd hang on a door and it would jingle when someone walks through.
I am not Chiron, so I don't know what he's got cooking. I'm sure.
And I to share one last meal together. That's the inscription on the bell.
Yeah.
Which Ham asked me earlier for the link to all the items, and I was like, "What are you cooking over there?"
No, it's so good.
This.
This is great.
That's great.
Killer Potato I've been excited to post this for a while, and here it is. I went to a mini painting session, found a
No
human
fucking
wizard,
way.
and I knew what I had to do. So here is the Dick Demancer. Credit to Team IRL.
Hey, it's me! I can't do my throat. The voice is gone.
Which I use as a reference, as a bonus, I want to send these to Chris. If he has a PO box that I can send the minis to, let me know. Yes.
Fuck. We still have the PO box?
PO. Yes. Oh, we absolutely do. It's in our Discord.
Hell yeah.
It's Zack Schneider or Save Data Team at PO Box number 9, New York 10034. But this is so good. The fact that the staff is dick shaped, like.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
Well, that's canon actually.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just fucking incredible, is what it is.
I like that it's like attached to him.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that big old dong from GTA San Andreas that you hit people
Oh,
with.
he would fucking love that shit. Are you kidding me? Or any of the dick weapons from like fucking Saints Row.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. Constellation Oldest Dream with I had nothing prepared, but then I remembered that an airship was set on fire and thought that would be a cool drawing. I've arrived at the conclusion that there's a reason I don't draw ships, so don't ask me to do it again.
No, this as far as like interpreting how I think airships look in this universe is exactly on par. They have fucking regular ass sails because they're also boats, and they got bottom sails for airshipping.
Yeah, like the shit in the Mario level.
I was gonna say
I
Spies of
think so,
Arcadia, but
100%.
yeah, okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, nobody's played that game.
Well, a game somebody's actually played,
Yeah.
so.
Eat my ass, all of you.
I played.
No, this is really, really good. Constellation Oldest Dream. Hell yeah. Razrekrus with, well, this is awkward. It didn't end up being the spell used, and it was too late to change which one I was doing. Well, fun fact, it actually did end up becoming the spell that was used.
No, plant
No.
Plant
It was sleet, snow sleet, whatever it's called. And
Well, and then
Storm then plant growth.
Oh, is Spike Growth a different spell?
yeah, it is.
yes.
Spike growth and spike growth.
I think we
Spike growth makes more difficult terrain. Well,
Yeah, spike growth makes difficult terrain that hurts to move through. And
Gotcha.
it's a second level spell.
I thought we had a plant growth for this exact thing already too. But
I think we do.
I think we do. I think we both now.
yeah, I think it
Nice.
was.
Raz as well with I was going for the sea shanty type of tune for wind. This is one of the heaviest ocarinas I own, so naturally it is the one that accidentally dropped on myself. Ow. Also, I've not forgiven Alistair. I'm just waiting to see how the dad situation turns out. I've forgotten. Not forgiven.
No, you won't be forgiven.
Never forgive.
Nor should he be. All right, 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Oh, I gotta crank this. Oh, it's a sea shanty.
She shanty.
Yeah. Very good, and appreciate
I like remake the stars as a verb as opposed to like put them back or whatever.
Remake the stars is fantastic. I love that as like a theme.
Johanna with first time post from me. I love the mysterious mask characters, so have some Chiron spoilers because of content warning for needles and also bright colors. I don't know really what I should mark.
Whoa, this is fucking radical.
rad as shit.
That's really cool.
What persona looking motherfucker too.
Persona.
This
That's
is
fucking cool.
good.
Or what is it called? The Fire Emblem Wii U crossover game.
Mirage Sessions.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
being
so
summoned
good,
behind
Joanne.
somebody.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's very good.
Also, just to say, like, a first-time poster for anything in our Discord, like for art in our Discord,
And it's
That's
for
it.
saving throw.
saving throw.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
That feels really good.
Get fucked. We're the best. Let's play.
Yeah. Feels really good. This is awesome. And also the second image, enjoying his blood vial offerings.
Remember, if you
Hey, there's a
hear
moon
from-
there. Did Joanna predict me calling the moon?
Oh shit!
There's also a star.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's true.
Look,
Joanna,
if you haven't heard from him, the
No,
blood
that's
vials,
sick.
it's a good thing. You don't
That
want
is
to
very
hear
sick.
from him.
yeah,
Jesus.
these are
I
so.
don't know how long it
just-
took.
I like
I don't know
he's
how long it
staring
took to
at
draw that,
it.
but that's sick.
Yeah,
That's
this
so
is
fucking good.
incredible.
The detailing is crazy.
Uh huh. Hell yeah. Constellation Oldest Dream as well with
Thank you so much.
more art because I can't be stopped. Do I like characters who cope with their traumatic/tragic backstories by feeling silly? Yes, but that's none of your business. Anyways, I love Alistair and the rapier he almost never uses. I like to think he keeps it for the aesthetic and nothing else.
I forgot you had a rapier.
I like
No,
to
he
think
has
it's
one.
because he like learned how to use it as a nobleman, like for like practicing purposes and like show stuff, but like doesn't actually. It's not his choice of weapon.
I would say that he learned it to be cool because he.
I should let you talk first.
But
It's your
he
turn.
knows that like his bread and butter is bard magic. So like yeah, what the fuck is he going to use the sword? But of the swords that exist, rapiers are very cool looking. So hell yeah, you nailed it on that one. Tune IRL with Get Mystery Dungeoned, idiots.
Let's go.
It's so good.
Let's go.
Fucking the
That's sick.
Bastiodon Junver is 10 out of
Great.
10.
Great.
Chiron Yamask, so good.
Bring
Okay, we
this
got-
Caracosta.
We got to get one more, and then we got to do a fucking what's that
God,
Pokemon?
team.
The team thing we used to do.
Showdown. Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you feel like Marin or somebody.
I will say that this team would get
Goose Everson.
showdown would get absolute
Fell.
fucking rimrod.
Well, yeah.
But hey,
A lot of-
we gotta have heart though.
Also, shout out to you for putting the guild crest on everybody.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
yeah.
yeah. Good touch.
Yeah, the Alistair's Toxicity worksheet form.
Fucking Whitney Waker's still there.
So good.
Yeah, when you rule.
Also, Bastiodon having what's Shieldon little shields on the side, the pre-evolution.
Oh
they're
my
great.
God,
And
that's
it's got
so
the giant
good.
rune on his face too. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
didn't even see the giant rune. That's a good one.
the
Yeah.
deets.
Yeah.
So good.
That's
Good.
that's so cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And also, got a new pack of markers inside add some extra detail work to the back of the saving throw meeples. Just kind of sort of giving everyone something of varying importance to hold on to here. Wynn, of course, got her Winyoka shirt and the Constellation Vela, aka the Sails. Junver's got the Speaker's mask. Ash is keeping the crystal shard he pocketed close at hand. Alistair has the letter from home tucked in his pocket. And Chiron with the undead dinner bell and the Dictamancer. Well, you gotta show off your assets, am I right?
100%.
They work.
All right, well,
that's great.
now the dinner bell is canonically that color and size because it's been in 2 arts now.
Yeah,
And that's how the rules work, motherfuckers.
We're got full force with the art there. We got pictures, songs.
Yeah, dude, the
little
breadth of it is
figurines.
crazy.
Meeples.
We got
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I love this so much.
I deeply love the Junver Meeple. It's so good.
Hell yeah. And Chrono Wizard with some saving throw sketches. First part was made after the last stream ended, and everything past the thick line was done tonight, based on both streams. More cursed winner, and I might have a new fave NPC if you can tell. Oh shit! Here we go.
All right.
Oh no!
Oh,
Horrifying, bone breaking.
Ta-da!
Oh my god, bam!
I am flabbergasted.
What do you call an animorph that turns into a different fucking animal?
We need a
Yeah, you know, seeing an Animorph on the cover getting the 5 stages is different than seeing it in real life in motion, and how
that'd be
terrifying
horrible.
that would be.
You know, I never thought about it. There's probably like awful noises when wild shape happens. There has to be. There's just too much anatomy changing there.
Yeah, agreed. For sure. Nextly, Diego the Warforged. Very, very
I love
cool.
Diego the Warforged.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
Oh god, that win. Oh my god, that win.
It's fucking Flowey.
Oh.
God, I forgot about that.
Oh, I just looked at the bottom.
Yeah. What they see.
Hey, Win, what's going on?
Oh god.
Fulfill the seasons.
Finally, helpers!
And
Their map says Cartogradont on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this looks neat. I wonder. Ah!
And then Ash is like, that's fine.
I love the little question mark by Ash. Just like,
No, it's fine. What, are you guys having trouble for some reason?
And then we got the poster for saving throw No Way Home.
No.
Yo, that was the fucking logo.
Because we talked about
so good.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's got Seattle at the bottom being evil.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Hell
God,
yeah.
that's so good. Yo, we fucking Santa mask Chiron. Gotta leave the cookies on the roof.
What is he saying? Ho ho ho, small.
Semi-healthy youth.
Yeah.
Okay. Ho ho ho, small, semi-healthy youth.
They slammed my map! They slammed my map!
Yeah. That's so good.
Poor fella. They did slime his map.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
It had like 4 months making them.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
but
we got one last
One more quickie.
right under the feeder.
Hey, we should make that a fucking emote on the goddamn Discord or the Twitch.
We should make something because
But I never rolled
Right,
those.
right.
I guess I did roll one today. But
Rez has made so many of these. They're so good.
Yeah.
Actually, and
They're useful.
Chris, wait, did I tell you that Res Red Chris sent me actual watch saving throw, like a physical? Look on the stream right now. Like
Looking at the stream right now.
Wait, what?
It's
oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I need to put that on my water bottle now.
Well, it's
Wait.
not a sticker. But it's stenciled.
I mean, that's still sick.
Oh, that's so cool.
I need to get that tattooed above my ass now.
I'll get a saving throw
and there's
tattoo.
another one that just
That's
says,
channel
there's
culture.
another one that just says Chris.
Nice.
Chris, get that tattoo just so you always know what your name is.
on my forehead, like I'm fucking the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have like your arm, so
I'm an idea.
So if anyone ever asks who you are, you can be like, who am I? Oh yeah, I'm Chris. That's right.
What does he start? The dude just starts purring.
What if I get it over my heart and then I can
Purring?
tear my shirt every time someone asks?
Oh my god.
Folks, that's going to do it for this week's saving throw. Thank you so much again for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
really showing up for art too today.
Oh my
too.
God.
Like preemptively, we were
It's
doing.
getting bulkier like every fucking session.
We
It's
were
awesome.
starting slowly but surely,
The-
but just building up.
The small but dedicated community we've built around this is really like it's the best. Like it means
Turns
so
out
much, 'cause it is-
if you don't give up on a series and keep screaming about it, people will watch it.
Yeah, I mean the fact that like people who don't watch Saving Throw know about the meme that is watch Saving Throw, and we'll throw that around, and like I think that genuinely has made people care about watching this show. which
It's
is
definitely
awesome.
worked at least a little bit.
Yeah, genuinely.